Nom Dong Rok, the mountain range which has existed long before the existence of nations. Have you ever heard that the disputed land between Thailand and Cambodia, which lies in the Phanom Dong Rak mountain range, is once called Nom Dong Rok? The name under Thai translation describes the mountain range as steep slopes and dense forests. But here's the truth. This land never belonged to any single nation. In fact, it belongs to all of humanity.
That is fascinating. Are you suggesting that the land, to be precise, this mountain range, existing long before either Thailand or Cambodia was even founded?
Exactly. If you travel back in time, long before the concept of nations or borders, this monumental mountain range has been there for millions of years. Prehistoric humans were already living in these forests and mountains. Ancient people believed it to be sacred, so they built sanctuaries and temples on these mountaintops as a pathway for humankind to connect to the god. The Phanom Dong Rak mountain range, once called Nom Dong Rok, stretches from east to west as part of the Korat Plateau. It was formed millions of years ago through tectonic shifts. While the highlands stood above sea level, much of what is now Cambodia remained under the sea.
So, this means that the people who settle on a plateau live on an elevated area in accordance with their ancient beliefs in its holiness, consisting of KHOM people, hill tribes, or Nom hill tribes, are the group of people who constructed these stone temple on the ridges.
Precisely, the highland people and hill tribes, whom we later came to call KHOM, constructed stone sanctuaries on the ridges. These temples became spiritual centers and symbols of faith for the ancient civilization in the history of humanity.
As a matter of geological and topographical fact, the areas which the temple is located has existed long before the lowlands of Siam and Cambodia even took shape, and in the era of KHOM began to build civilization. Structures were built on the area that was the Korat Plateau before the Mekong River Plain and the Chao Phraya River Plains came into being.
That is remarkable. So if these temples were built in an age before nations, who can rightfully claim them today?
The honest answer is no one. They were created long before the very idea of modern borders. You know, the earliest humans believed in spirits and divine entities. They thought that mountains were the dwelling places of powerful beings.
That makes sense. High places have always carried a sense of mystery and holiness.
Exactly so. When the highland people all KHOM began to build their civilization, they created sacred shrines on those mountains. Their establishment then became important religious sites, born from faith and devotion.
There is archaeological evidence which supports this, right?
Yes, many temples were built right on the ridges and high grounds. Take Pravihan, Phanom Rung, Mueang Tam, or Ban Small temples. They all stand on the Phanom Dong Rak mountain range, which is a part of Korat Plateau.
So, if you look at the geography, most of these ancient temples were located on the ridge lines, where the KHOM people spread their sanctuaries wherever they could reach, without borders or nations.
Precisely, that's the key. A very important fact that these temples were part of the hill tribe, or known as KHOM civilization, not the property of one particular race or nation.
Moreover, this civilization began on the Korat Plateau before spreading to the Moon River Basin, then to the Khong River, and even further to the Pasak River Basin and beyond.
Correct. I remember. This all happened before the word Thai or Khmer even existed on the map of the world. That's why these temples are neither owned by Thais or Cambodians.
They are the heritage of ancient humanity. People who had no flags, no borders. What they had was only faith and spirits in worshipping their divine entities.
Exactly, which raises the question, why do we let these sacred places turn into political battleground today?
Instead of fighting over them, we should be working together, providing protection to these sanctuaries as guardians for the spirit of humanity.
If Thailand and Cambodia laid down their rivalry and turned this land of conflict into a land of peace, we would see the revival of a great civilization as a heritage of the world.
Because KHOM, or the Hill tribe civilization, is not merely just a way of living, it was a center of faith and a cultural heritage of humanity.